So oftentimes I get asked the same old question of, should I buy Bitcoin? Hey, should I buy Bitcoin? Anyway, so in today's video, we're going to be covering just that. If you should buy Bitcoin, and more specifically, how or when to buy Bitcoin. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, very quickly, smash that like button. Me and all the homies smash the like button and subscribe. You know, it's easy to FOMO into the Bitcoin price action when you see a lot of people buying in left and right? And when you get on YouTube and you see a lot of your favorite YouTubers covering it. So oftentimes you have this innate, emotion inside of you to try to FOMO. And the truth of the matter is, guys, even if you were to buy Bitcoin here, in the long term, things may or may not pan out. But I have a specific strategy that I like to stick by that I have been using for the past 4 years of my trading experience with crypto that I'm going to show with you guys today. So let's get right into some charts, okay? So right now I have a chart, this chart pulled up, and this is Bitcoin on TradingView. TradingView is where I like to do all of my technical analysis. And simply put, this is how I check Bitcoin's price every single day, okay? And one specific trick that I like to use with TradingViews are indicators. And there's one specific indicator that is my favorite. And let's pull it up right now. If we type in the EMA, known as the exponential moving average, we're going to see this little line that pulls up right here. It's a little blue line, but it is set right now to the 9 exponential moving average. So if we go on over to the settings tab, I like to change this over to the 200, all right? And let me explain why the 200 is the best in my personal opinion. Historically speaking, the 200 exponential moving average tends to enact as a very strong support, all right? It is used in stocks, traditional markets, Forex, you name it, right? Historically, it's always had the most influence when it comes to trends, all in all. And in crypto, it's no different, all right? Now, if we change our time frame, all right, this little box right here in the top left-hand corner, and I like to go all the way down to where it says days on the 1 day. All right. If you guys are confused, just stick with me, okay? Anyways, so now we have this blue line on the 1 day, and you can see that right now the chart looks a little bit different than it did before. And that is because the 1 day represents every single candle, meaning now that every candle that you see right here represents a single day. So you can hover that, let's say for example, on this day is October 20th, 2020. You can move over to another candle. This candle is November 16th, 2020. So as we keep moving, you can see that it changes every single day. And so that represents 1 day. All right. Each candle represents 1 day. And why is the 1 day very important for us? Well, when you look at this blue line on the 200 exponential moving average, and you keep moving over and you keep going all the way back throughout Bitcoin's history, specifically in the year 2017, 16 and 2017, right? You can see that throughout the entire run up that Bitcoin had, right? Throughout its entirety bull run, Bitcoin always held above that blue line, specifically that 200 exponential moving average. And any single time that we would touch on that blue line, right? So we can see right here, we had one back in 2016. You can see we had another pullback down in 2017, another one back in March of 2017, even June, July, September, October, right? And what that allowed us to do was those were opportunities of buying in, meaning any single time Bitcoin would revert back to this blue line or just hover right above it, that would give a lot of people a good buying opportunity because that would enact as a strong support structure, okay? And well, now you're probably asking yourself, well, where does Bitcoin stand right now, okay? So let's go over way into Bitcoin's current price action. And if you're watching this in the future, it's always good to again, put up the 200 exponential moving average on your charts or to, just get on TradingView and pull it up. And it's always good to see where Bitcoin currently stands, right? And as right now, you can see from back in May and also back in August, Bitcoin was hovering just right above that blue line, meaning that it would give us a perfect opportunity for us to buy into Bitcoin, right? You can see that we had months and months of that in advance for us to, get a good accumulation and to buy into that price action. But as right now, you can see that current blue line, right? So you can see that if we go all the way down here, it is still quite a ways down. In fact, that blue line hovers just above 13,000, give or take. And so what does that let you tell you? What does that tell you right now? For me, in my personal opinion, and again, through my trading experiences, any single time Bitcoin has ever hovered way above that blue line, it usually signifies that it might be a little overextended. And what does that tell you? It tells me that either, maybe not now, all right? Maybe not in the future, in a couple of weeks, but eventually it will have to revert back down towards that support structure. And so the best thing you can possibly do if you are, interested in buying into Bitcoin is not to FOMO in. In other words, fear of missing out, right? To not, let your emotions guide you, but rather let this technical analysis, this data, do the work for you. And for simply, just wait for Bitcoin to revert back down. Right? If you can see it come back down towards that 200 exponential moving average, whenever that day might be, then that's going to give you the best buying opportunity. All right. Again, it might not do it right now. It might literally, and I mean this sincerely, it might literally go all the way up to like $30,000, $40,000, right? So way up before it ever reverts back down. And let me tell you right now, guys, even if it were to do that, it's fine, because at the end of the day, wholeheartedly, especially if you've been following this channel for quite some time, you would know that I firmly believe that in the long term, Bitcoin will eventually go to over $100,000, maybe up to $200,000. And so even if you miss out on a little bit of that bull run, just note that if you do end up buying on that 200 exponential moving average, right, that blue line, you're going to be buying in a really good position where you're only making money from that point onwards. Okay, so hope that isn't too confusing. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comment section below. Anyways, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next one.